Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We start this morning with some health news. The next step in the fight against COVID-19 starts today. All Nevadans 16 and older are now eligible to receive the coronavirus vaccine. To help distribute the doses, FEMA is deploying 2 mobile clinics to Nevada this week. The clinics will bring vaccines to rural and tribal areas with less access to medical infrastructure. You can learn where to get your shot by visiting lvrj.com. We continue now with our top stories sponsored by Carnegie Heights. A bill introduced to the Assembly Judiciary Committee would legalize marijuana consumption lounges in Nevada. Review Journal's Jen Ah has more. Good morning, Jen.
Well, Renee, so far the committee has taken no action on this proposal. Supporters saying these cannabis lounges would give tourists a place to legally consume the product. Others spoke about ways for the cannabis industry to be more inclusive to minorities, as a majority of those in the business are Caucasian. However, one critic says she believes the lounge model is, quote, destined to fail.
Under the bill, consumption lounges in Nevada could include bar-like venues where people buy single-use products and consume them on site, or they could include yoga studios, massage parlors, nightclubs, or comedy clubs, or other types of venues like that, where people could openly consume marijuana.
The committee has until April 9th to make a decision. Renee?
A pedestrian was critically injured after being struck by a car Sunday evening. Police say it happened around 8:42 p.m. at the intersection of Owens Avenue and North 23rd Street. The pedestrian was taken to University Medical Center. The driver stayed at the scene. Across the valley, there are signs things are getting closer to normal over the Easter weekend. First, the nonprofit foundation, Jet Foundation, held an Easter egg hunt and carnival in East Las Vegas.
I think it's important for us to start normalizing things and giving our kids, like, look at all the smiles on these babies' faces. So this is the reason why we're doing it. We're doing it safe, making sure everyone is masked up. We're maintaining our distance, and it's amazing.
Meanwhile, Palm Eastern Mortuary and Cemetery hosted its annual Easter Sunrise service on Sunday. The service featured a performance by the Las Vegas Mass Choir, as well as a ceremonial release of doves. And the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign has turned blue to support autism awareness. County commissioners held a ceremony to turn the lights blue, along with a gift to the Autism Foundation.
So what a lot of people don't realize is that over 50% of 25-year-olds with autism have never held a paying job. And so one of the important initiatives the Grant a Gift Autism Foundation provides are vocational services to help those young people learn how to apply for, interview for, and get recruited for a job.
Now let's take a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. Happy Monday, everyone. We are starting off your week with hot temperatures. The National Weather Service is forecasting near 91 degrees today, sunny skies and light winds. For the rest of your week, temps will begin to cool, but not by much. Mostly clear and sunny skies is forecasted for the week. Temperatures will be in the low 80s starting Tuesday, but climbing up to the upper 80s by Friday. Lows in the low 60s. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, Regal Cinema has started opening its movie theaters. Our reporter James Schaefer went to Red Rock Resort to get some popcorn and moviegoers' reactions.
Well, we're back in the theaters, as are many Las Vegans. We spoke to a few about what it's like to be back at the cinema.
Yeah, this movie's kind of sold out everywhere else, so luckily we were able to get it here.
The 7 o'clock showing of Godzilla vs. King Kong was drawing a crowd at the newly reopened Red Rock Regal Theater.
And the movies is a fun, safe place. I mean, why not?
I've been waiting for so long for it to open. I mean, there's a lot of people here, but they are blocking off seats, so, it feels pretty comfortable, so it's good to be back.
I'm pretty glad because it's been a long time since I've seen a movie, and I've only been watching movies at home, and it's just not the same as the movie theater.
Coming back to theaters, you can see such movies like Top Gun Maverick, A Quiet Place Part 2, and yeah, you can see me. Shh. Sorry. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm Jim Schaefer.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. The Golden Knights allowed 2 goals in the third period, giving them a 2-1 loss to the Minnesota Wild Saturday at T-Mobile Arena.
We had enough chances to really, I thought, to extend the lead when we were up 1-0 and put them in a hole where they had to change their game, and we didn't do that. We didn't stick the opportunities we had in the net, and they did. And
new UNLV head basketball coach Kevin Kruger secured his second recruiting commitment, bringing in former Texas power forward Royce Ham.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Gonzaga and Baylor appeared to be on a collision course all season as the top 2 college basketball teams in the country. They'll finally collide tonight in the NCAA championship game. The Bulldogs are consensus 4.5-point favorites over the Bears at Las Vegas Sportsbooks, and the total is 159.5.
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, casinos are starting to see increased traffic again, but not just from young travelers. Local gaming executives say customers 65 and older are also starting to return. One reason is the increased availability of COVID-19 vaccines across the country. According to the Centers of Disease Control, as of Friday, 22.4% of American adults have been fully vaccinated against COVID, and among those 65 and older, the number jumped to 53.5%. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, Las Vegas is always a popular place to get married, and chapels were particularly busy on Saturday as couples tied the knot on 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like a month ago.
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Is when we realized that it's 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're looking for something special, like either, something significant in our relationship or something like that. We couldn't think of a date that would work. But then she came up with 4, 3, 2, 1, kind of stuck. Like she said, it's countdown for our relationship, our future together, kind of our significant moment.
Yeah.
And it makes it easy for me not to forget. I can't forget that.
Well, that's all for today's 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerauer. Remember, the Las Vegas Review-Journal brings you 7 at 7 weekdays at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on LVRJ.com. You can also download our free RJ mobile app to get news alerts sent straight to your phone. And you can find us on Roku, Alexa, and so much more. We hope you'll join us again this evening for 7 at 7 p.m. See you then.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.